Hello everybody and welcome back to Geiselsberg. Now in the previous episode we were very busy selling silage. We had 500,000 litres. We now only have about 100,000 litres. 143,000. So yeah, it's been pretty good. We have sold in the region of 350,000 litres in total, and we made a fairly good profit. I think it was about £220,000. So very good indeed. So we're going to spend some of that money today, although we are actually going to sell something as well. If I just tab through the vehicles, we will come across the Fendt. Now this small Fendt here is good, but it's just a little bit too small for the farm. So in the future we'll probably get another Fendt, but I'm going to replace this one with a John Deere. We actually do have a Fendt on the farm anyway. We have the bigger, is it 930, 936? Yeah, 930. So we will just get things sorted out here by taking the 313 or the 313 over to the store, and we're going to pick up a different John Deere. Now this particular John Deere was released not long ago, about 4 days ago on Mod Hub, and I think it was really fitting well. Today our main job is going to be harvesting. We have loads of fields to harvest, so we are going to be very busy. In fact, I think Chainsaw actually did harvest a field at the end of the previous episode when I finished. Looks like it was that one just over there. And not only are we going to be spending money on a tractor, but we're also going to spend money on a new combine, because we do have two combines, but the class combine which we have is too small. It's a good combine, but it's just too small. So it's going to have to be replaced. I think Chainsaw might be bringing it. Oh no, he's starting up straight away with the case. Well, that's fine. What we'll do is go and swap the tractors over. I'm hoping to go for one of the highest horsepower ones in the series. It is a series of tractors which has been released, not just one individual tractor. So the choice is going to be ours. I just love these dirt tracks. I think they look so realistic. Now the multiplayer series has pretty much turned into the mod testing series. I used to just try out a different mod in every episode of whatever series I have going, but because Sandy Bay is now the semi-realistic series, I can't be doing that, and obviously I can't be doing it in survival roleplay, so that just leaves multiplayer. But I think it works quite well, like having a different machine to try out in every single episode. We only have 2 episodes a week anyway, so yeah, it's good. Right, that should be in the trigger. £101,000, that is an expensive machine. I would imagine our new tractor is going to be much cheaper. Oh no, it's actually quite expensive. So, what can we go for here? This is going to be quite a nice modifying session. I think the biggest might be the 69 something. This is the 6620. But we'll take a quick look. We'll go to the engine setup to begin with. 6920, 6920S, 6620. Okay, I think we'll probably go for the... what does the S stand for on John Deere? Special? Maybe. Front loader Hitachi, no, we don't need to have that. Wheel setup. I do tend to go for wide. What's the other? That was good. I like that. And the configuration. Front weights. In different sizes. Front hydraulic, that would be very useful. So, standard is... I think that might be a glitch, possibly. I don't think standard should have the front linkage. You can see the piece of the chassis which is sticking through. Yeah, well, we'll go for front hydraulic. Should be good. We'll keep everything else switched off, but that is expensive. It's going to be a nice tractor to have. So here we go. Let's buy that. 150,000 pretty much. And I will also get the combine harvester sorted out. Yeah, that looks so good. So here is the combine and the header and stuff. We'll get these sold. For that we got £274,000, leaving us with almost £750,000. Not bad. So it is time to go for the big one, the Lexion 8900. It would be good to have a selection of more in this series, but yeah, the 8900 is still a really good combine to have. Yeah, we'll keep the universal passenger, that's all good. Chainsaw might drive, so he uses global positioning. Total price, £500,000 plus the header trailer. Right, well, I can see this farm is going to be needing to get a good crop in. It's so expensive. I could never afford to get this machine on a standard Let's Play. Ever. I could never make that money. So good that we have multiplayer. And the header is £83,500. That is incredible. It's amazing money. So big figures. So despite being almost £750,000, we're actually all the way down to 129,000. Luckily, we do still have all the crops left to sell. The money is all in this machine as an asset. That is one expensive asset. Crikey. So what we'll do, to begin with, is we'll take it over to the field. We'll hopefully get quite a bit done, and then we're going to have to think about moving on to things like bales, because the bales are going to have to be done. Okay. But first we have the challenge of trying to get down the road. And it is possible, providing you drive on the pavement and drive on other various things. It gets very narrow just through here, I think. Can you imagine this in real life? You would not want to be the driver. Goodness me. Yes, I can't see this happening in real life. Slamming the new machine down. Well, you've got to do what you've got to do in FS. There we go. I made it. Kind of. Okay, let's go and meet up with Chainsaw. The speed is good. I like the 26 mph gearbox that we've got. What's that, 40k? I've spent so long customising machinery, I hope there's something left for me to do. We did have a lot of fields to do when I last checked, but Chainsaw is running a pretty big combine there. Field number 43. Ah yes, still plenty. In fact, do we own... It would be good to own 33. We'll meet up over here. Yes, if we can buy this field, I think that'd be really good. Here we are, in the expensive machine. Super expensive. But isn't it currently the largest combine that you can buy? It's pretty big. Unless that's the largest you can buy in Europe, not too sure. Okay, well here we are, 12.3 metre working width. We're bringing it in. No, don't do that. Well, I can see this being completed fairly quickly, but that field there, field number 44, hasn't been done yet. So, yeah, we're going to be able to move straight into there, hopefully. It looks like it's ready. This is when harvesting is good. It doesn't last too long when you have two gigantic machines on the go. When you're making a video in FS, I always find harvesting is good, but in the right quantity. You don't want the whole episode to be harvesting. So that's why I'm aiming for this episode to be other stuff as well. We're going to have to move on to the baler and stuff. This is a rye field. And that crop there looks to be... looks very similar. It might be rye as well. Right, so there must be space for us to go back up the other side. But I think we'll be finishing the field there. It's going to be close. Might not. Not quite. That is a frustrating amount to be left. Well, it's going to have to be done. Possibly by me. Let's see if I can take it all in. Ah, it's so close. So close. Chainsaw's full. I'll just chop the final piece because it's just not even worth dropping in a swath. But that is the first field done. We'll probably join these two fields together, and if we buy that field we'll probably put that with it. And I'm just wondering if we should maybe keep some of the bales aside, not as big bales, as bales created with a different type of baler like the Chrome, for doing some stationary straw pelleting. I don't know if this is the right opportunity. But there we go, we are finished. We're 60% full, that's not bad, and we'll get that put into the trailer. And I think that is rye as well, I'm pretty sure it is. It looks to be. Let's just take a look. No, it's not rye, it's oats. Good job I went to unload. Otherwise I think we'd have some issues. So yeah, I'm going to probably time lapse this field here, but it really isn't going to take very long at all. And thinking about it, that trailer is not going to be able to be used because it's got the wrong crop type in. So at some point that's going to have to be emptied. Well, as you can see, Chainsaw's just finishing off there, so we're going to close this one down, we'll unload it. 6,400 litres, and I think the trailer is quite full. It's obviously a huge trailer, but if it's 50%, that's still a lot of grain, because these things, this particular brand, it's called something like the Optiliner, is it? Is it the Optiliner? Yeah, the capacity is huge. Right. Going to unload chainsaw, and I think that's everything done. I think it is just these, well, 3 fields it's been. Plenty of straw that's going to have to be baled. Done. Yeah, no idea exactly where I'm going to put this, because the farm doesn't really have the largest entrances ever. But it's going to have to go somewhere. We kind of need a storage area outside of the main farmyard. That's what we do in the multiplayer server, the main multiplayer server. The team set up a particular field on Sandy Bay, it's the cow field, and they convert it into a storage field. Is that attached? I don't think that's actually attached properly. Well, if it falls off, we'll know. The field down there where I set up the hall, the pellet hall, it is a fantastic place, but I think the only way into there is through the farmyard. So that's not really an option. Probably can get in, but I'm going to have to drive on this other farmer's field so that we're straight. Otherwise we're coming into an angle. No! Don't mind me just setting up a roadblock, an unintentional roadblock. Yeah, it actually does have a locking feature, but I don't think I aligned it properly. It should suddenly ping and detach itself, which it hasn't done. I think it must be wonky. I can't see. Maybe. It's actually easier with this. And I've already seen a place to put the combine. There is an available shed. So this header can go in here. Just pop that there for now. And yeah, the combine can go round the corner. Great, okay, right, so that's the combine situation sorted. Now for the next job, which is going to be bales. For the first time we're in the John Deere, which we bought earlier, and it does look to be very well detailed. Very well detailed. So good. I wish I could look and drive at the same time, but we're going to have to pull over. Well, when we get to the field we'll have a closer look. But the interior does look exceptionally good. Very nice. I think there were a lot of people who were wishing that this particular tractor was in the game as standard from the beginning, but luckily the modders have come along and just made this masterpiece. It looks so good. I'm sure all the big John Deere fans are going to be so happy about this. So there we go, 6920S. Very good. I've also got the big baler on here. We actually do own two of these. I don't know how well this particular tractor is going to perform with the big baler because it is a big baler. So we're just going to have to see how it does. We're also pulling uphill, which is not going to appreciate, but we can give it a go. Although it seems to have no issues at all with it. Now we do have variable bale capacity. It's currently set to 10,000, and I think it's probably a good idea to keep it at 10,000 because we aren't going to be using the majority of these for the animals. We're just going to sell them, so we'll keep it at 10,000 and hopefully make a lot of money out of them. It also means that we can pick them up with the telehandlers instead of cheating with the auto stack and stuff. Well, not the auto stack, but the auto load, where the bales teleport from the ground to a trailer. We can use the actual bale spikes instead. It's not a bad setup. So James has just sold the load of grain. He actually sold it for, I think it was 106,000 pounds for the oats. So yeah, it's not bad. Right. Well, I'll continue. I'm sure Chainsaw will be joining in a second when he gets back. He's just heading back from the sell point. In fact, he is back. And yes, we already do have two big balers, so we should be able to get this done twice as fast with two. Well, I think this has created just the right number of bales. As you can see, there still looks to be a lot, and knowing there's 10,000 litres in each one is a good feeling. Say 2.5 in every single one. The standard bale being 4,000 litres. So, yep, Chainsaw's just finishing the final swath there. I'll make sure I unload this baler, and then we'll be done. All of the straw from today will have been harvested, and in fact a field from the previous episode as well. I think the small field which Chainsaw started off with, it looks like he's only made about 3 bales. That's all it's got. Okay, right, well, there we go. Get it unloaded. That, to me, looks good. Very good. That's going to be a lot of money's worth. So anyway, we're going to take this back over to the farm. This tractor has performed brilliantly. It's done really well. It didn't even attempt to struggle. So, yep, all is good. And this time I can actually get into the yard without crashing. Now, it came out of this shed here. Oh, hello. We'll back up. Yes, they both need to go into the same shed. Just have to give him space to get out. Gives me more time to appreciate the tractor. I think the yellow baler goes well with it. Is there any space in here? Well, I suppose the track can stay attached anyway, so we'll just put it anywhere. What do we have? There's kind of space, just, yeah, in here. That'll do. Okay, right, well, we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.